Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to share another recipe with you today, and again, I've never tried it, so we'll see how it goes. It's for gluten-free almond crusted chicken tenders. So first we're going to start with just getting the flour mixture together. So let's get started. The first thing it wants, the recipe calls for, is a cup of almond flour. And we just found this at Walmart. It actually calls for organic almond flour, and this was all I could find. And that cup is having a hard time making it out. That's a rounded cup.
So we're using Bob's Red Mill superfine almond flour, unless you have something you like better.
And it says right here, from blanched whole almonds. And then there's just a bunch of spices to follow it up. There's a half teaspoon of paprika.
Or rounded.
Or round. This is the sandy version. Half teaspoon of garlic powder. Half teaspoon of onion powder. And a half teaspoon of salt. And we love,
This is just Costco brand.
the pure sea salt. That's what we use. We love it. And then you just mix all this up. First you get the lid back on. Okay, you'll do that later. Just stir all this up. And then we're going to set that aside for just a minute. I may need to get that a little more mixed. And then we need 4 eggs. Now, there's another option to eggs. In the recipe, it says to use 4 tablespoons of flaxseed and 4 tablespoons of water, which is an egg substitute. I don't have flaxseed, and I'm not opposed to eating eggs, and neither is Edie, so we're just going to do it this way. And I want to blend them up a little fine, I guess is the word. So I have to figure out how to do it. And then I'm just going to pour this in the bowl. And now comes the next step. Okay, the next step in our chicken tenders, dip it in the egg mixture. Dip it in the almond flour mixture. And fry them. And I'm just going to do that with these and keep doing them until they're all done. And I'm going to show you another little recipe that goes with these. I'm going to get these cooked first, and then I will be right back. Okay, now for part 2. We make a sauce. I've made it in the past. I haven't made it for a while, and I kind of forgot the exact ingredients. And I even looked online, and I found several recipes, but they differ a lot. So I'm thinking I remember pretty much how I used to make this. So we'll see what happens. This is called Wingers sauce. And it's a restaurant in the area in which we live called Wingers.
I think they have a few other places, other locations too, along, at least in the West.
In the West, yeah, not just to us locally, in the west part of the United States. Anyway, so this is a really easy sauce, so let me show you how I make it, and we'll see if it works. And this is one reason why I don't make it very often. It has a lot of sugar in it, and when I do make it, we eat it very sparingly. So that's 1 cup of brown sugar, packed tightly, 1/3 of a cup of water, and 1/3 of a cup of Frank's Red Hot Wings sauce. And that's pretty much all that is. And I'm just going to stir that up. Then I'm going to put it on the stove and just let it cook until the sugar's dissolved. It's probably bring it to a low boil and let it boil for maybe a minute, maybe two. But don't boil it too long or you're going to make yourself wiener sauce candy. So I'm going to put this on the stove and okay, the chicken tenders are done and the hot sauce is done, or the wing sauce is done. And so I'm going to take a bite and see how it turned out. They look yummy. Dip it in some of the sauce. Those wings have a really good flavor. They're very good. The sauce, if I were to make it again, I would probably put in a little more sugar and a little less of the Frank's hot sauce. And it's the Frank's buffalo hot sauce, just in case you're going to try it. But it's still really good. This is a really good recipe. Let me know if you try it and what you think of it. I really, really like this, and we'll be back.